Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this eagerly anticipated round 9 of the Austria Grand Prix. As we wait for someone to come out of the pits in qualifying 1. I'm sorry I wasn't around 2 weeks ago, under the weather. Looks like we're going to be having our first car out to do quali 1. As a few cars are forming out now. On to do their out laps. As we'll stay on board and just switch things as we get someone out who's on a hot lap. As Kimi Raikkonen warming up his tyres. Kimi Raikkonen, the winner there, around Monaco a while back. Probably the man at the moment. He must be considered one of the favourites to win this Austrian Grand Prix. Probably the Michelin man there, who's been picking up some astonishing wins recently. Oh, and I've just backed out by accident. On board a week of Raikkonen in the Toro Rosso. They're probably going to be averaging round about 109, some things round about that lap times. People should be aiming for. Wow, super lap there from Supra. 1 minute 6.1. Fantastic lap, as I was saying, 109s. Wow. Astonishing lap there from Supra. Oh, we've just got someone into the 105s. It's Kimi Raikkonen with a 105.9. Fantastic lap there. There's people looking into the 105s there, round Austria. We only got a minute to do it. Just under 14 minutes. Just coming up to the 14-minute mark. Kimi Raikkonen there, pulling out an astonishing 105.9. Is anybody going to be able to get into the 105s and outdo Kimi Raikkonen's lap there of that 105.9? Supra enters the pit. There in second spot at the moment. The timing there from Bubba Goostrey. Fastest lap now goes to Tommy Daly. 105.8. So there are definitely fives around this track for those drivers. Fastest lap now at the minute, there you are. Is the Ferrari guy of Keo. 1 minute 4.9. Fantastic lap there from the Ferrari man. Had a good season so far as we're approaching the halfway stage into this F1 calendar. Keo there, the fastest man in this Australian qualifying one. I mean, Austria qualifying one, I do apologise, with that astonishing 104.9. And all there with Pat. He could get himself a decent time. As he's doing his top lap now. DRS are open. Pat not introducing any kind of lap as he re-enters the pit lane. The fastest lap at the minute now is the Aston Martin Red Bull, with the Michelin man pulling out the 104.9. Just a couple of tenths in it there from Keo. Michelin man has looked superb this last few races, picking up some great victories. Michelin man must be feeling full of confidence as we approach the 10-minute mark in this qualifying one around the Austria Grand Prix, round Spielberg. Right there from Michelin man. First guy, well, the first two guys there. Not much in there between the Michelin man and Keo, but they definitely are in the fours. See if he can outdo these two drivers there who are in the fours. See if Austria can get himself that top spot and took it away from Michelin man with that astonishing 104.961. Comes round the final corner there, sticking a bit too wide, opened his DRS, looking for an improved time. I don't think there's any improvement there from Hurst, as he'll keep himself in that third spot. We've only just coming up to 8 minutes left in qualifying one. Decadent puts himself up to fourth place there with a 1.55. Comfortable drive there from Deck as he enters the pit. Comfortable with his fourth spot at the moment. As most people are in the pits. Keep on board here with Horst. Looking to improve on that time. I've got 1 minute 54. See if he can pressurise these top two guys who are in the 1-4s. Michelin man there in Keogh. As Horse doesn't improve on any of his time as he re-enters himself into the pits. Just coming up to the 7.5 minute mark in this qualifying one. On board here with Neil with his 1 minute 6.5, taking it very wide there. He's on the first corner. In 10th place at the moment, looking for an improved time on that 1 minute 6.5 around the Austria Grand Prix in qualifying one. Just coming up for the 7th minute mark. We'll go on board here with Tommy Daly as he's looking to improve in that 6th spot. And with his 1 minute 5.8. Start of his hot lap now. Can Tommy Daly improve? Opens his DRS. Looking for that fastest first sector. No, Tommy Daly will not improve on that 1 minute 5.8 as he re-enters the pit. And we'll try and get on board with the driver as we're on board there with Manic. Going on the knock back now. It's Manic in 3rd spot with that 1 minute 5.2. We've only just under 5 minutes left of this Austrian Grand Prix qualifying one. Can Manic do anything to improve that time and take away a top spot away from Michelin man who's done a 1 minute 4.9. Keogh only 2/10 in it there in 2nd spot. Looks like Manic is having a cooler. Not too sure if he'll re-enter that pit or if he'll go on a hot lap. Still with us, ladies and gentlemen, as we're approaching just coming up to 3.5 minutes left in qualifying one. Still there, the Michelin man, still top guy at the minute with that 1 minute 4.9. Looks like he's settling maybe for the 1 minute 4.9 as well, and take qualifying one in the bag. Michelin man does look like he's going to be doing his hot lap now. We will stay on board here with the red-up driver. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, Manic's hot lap. 3 minutes left now. Has Manic, you got anything? to improve on that. 1 minute 5.2. Just under 3 minutes left of this qualifying one. Looking for the RS, looking for a bit more speed there. Oh, running it off there. There's Manning. I don't think he's going to get any improved time now on that 1 minute 5.2. On board here with Neil, currently 11 with that 1 minute 6.5. Going to be any improved time there from Neil and get himself into that top 10. Yes, Neil gets himself up to 11 with that 1 minute 6.3. With just under 2 minutes left in qualifying one. People probably will be coming out of the tyres now as we're approaching the 1.5 minute mark in qualifying one. Looks like Michelin Man is took qualifying one by storm with that 1 minute 1 minute 4.9. As Michelin Man looking like he's coming out on the out lap, looking to maybe improve on that 1 minute 9.6. With just over a minute left, as the Red Bull drivers looking for an improved time. Stay with us, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll stay on board here with the Michelin Man. 30 seconds to go, near enough, ladies and gentlemen, as someone's bouncing around on the grass. As we're on here approaching now his hot lap, Michelin Man opening his DRS, looking to improve on this 1 minute 4.9. Looks like he's got qualifying one in the bag, to be quite honest with you, folks. Just out there just for a bit of get a bit more track practice there from Michelin Man. As qualifying runs into the 3 minute now of thing on Michelin Man. Stay on board with him, ladies and gentlemen. And he does improve on that time, folks, as he throws himself in there with a 1 minute 4.5. Fantastic qualifying there from Michelin Man to take qualifying one. Must be feeling confident there to take himself into the next qualifying. There, Michelin Man is your qualifying one. Pole sitter at the minute. Keogh there, tried to do everything he could to keep top spot away from Michelin Man. Michelin Man there, there's the one. For the top three there, the red up man of the 1 minute 5.2 there, Manic. Keogh there in the Ferrari with a 1 minute 4.9, but Michelin Man takes it there in that Red Bull with a 1 minute 4.5 improved time there from Michelin Man as he takes Q1 in this Austrian Grand Prix. Fantastic drive there from the Red Bull driver. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for staying tuned with us as we enter qualifying 2. Qualifying 1 was very interesting there from Michelin Man with a 1 minute 4.5. The top 3 there was Michelin Man, Keogh, Manic. Is there going to be anything different in qualifying 2, or is Michelin Man going to be able to take qualifying 2 as well? Only 15 minutes in qualifying 2 for these drivers to get themselves qualifying 2 and see where they can end up. Good luck to everybody. There's drivers coming out now to do out laps. We will be on board with some drivers when they do a hot lap. Probably stay on board here with Michelin Man on his out lap. The qualifying 1 sitter there with that 1 minute 5.5 as he is pitting for those hard tyres. It's the start of his hot lap, I mean now. Michelin Man opens his KERS, or DRS I'm sorry to say. See if he can do the same as what he did in qualifying 1, or is there going to be any improvements for Michelin Man here? The 2 times winner in the last 2 races. The Red Bull man is absolutely on fire at the minute. He approaches the corner here to the start finish line. Michelin Man there on the hard compound with that 1 minute 6.2. The pace setter at the minute, but been overtaken there by Keogh, the Ferrari man there with a 1 minute 5.5. The 2 guys to pull out times at the minute is Keogh, Michelin Man, Pat there. Putting in a 1 minute 11.9. Don't know what's going on with the pack back there, but definitely off the pace. I'm sure that 3rd spot will definitely not remain as Pat, because drivers are definitely pulling out 4s and 5s around Austria this weekend. On board here with Supra, started his hot lap, opens up his DRS. Can Supra get a decent time here and get himself into one of them top spots as he's on the medium compound. Bit of a lock up there from the Williams man. Just coming up to the 10th minute mark now in qualifying 2. as Supra coming down the Pyros, start finish straight. And there you have it, folks. 1 minute 6.7 from Supra. Gets himself up into 6th place. Not bad time there. And then medium compounds. Supra 7th. Pat there putting himself into 3rd spot. Very improved time there from Pat with a 1 minute 6.1. Fantastic time there from Pat. Just under the 9, coming up to the 9th minute mark. The pace setter in qualifying 2 there is Keogh, as it was opposite away around in qualifying 1 with Michelin Man taking the honours there, but it's 1 minute 5 or 1 minute 4.5, sorry, I can't remember. On board there we are with what he wants time, as he looks like he's coming into the pit. Yep, Michelin Man opting to come into the pits. No improved time on that 1.6 flat, I should say, sorry. As we're coming into the 8th minute mark. On board here with a 6th placed Horst with his 1 minute 6.2. So they're going to be getting improved times on those medium tyre. Oh, sorry about this, ladies and gentlemen. I won't be a minute. Just need to turn my setting off. There we go. Whoa. Sorry about that, folks. A few technical issues there. Still on board here with Horse in 6th place with that 1.62. Yes, Horse in 2nd place, Horse with a 1 minute 5.9. There you have it, folks. Horse up to 2nd place. Definitely an improved time there. And puts himself up to 2nd. Fantastic time there from Matthew. Puts himself up to 2nd. Great time there from Matthew. With a 1 minute 5.7. Just a couple of attempts there from taking that top spot away from Keogh. But nevertheless, great time there from Matthew, producing that 1.57. As Big Dave has took the top spot with his 1 minute 5.5. Big Dave, great thingy there. We've got Tommy Daly as a 5th place grid penalty of collision with Horse. There's definitely going to be a steward's inquiry over that. We're just coming up to the 5 minute mark. Your pace setter at the minute in qualifying 2 is Big Dave with a 1 minute 5.5. Astonishing lap there. On board here with Neil, who's not produced the time yet. All the way down there in 14th spot, looking to get himself into Q2. Top 10 got used to Q3. ladies and gentlemen. Neil pops himself up to 11th place. Still not good enough there from Neil, as he only produces a 1 minute 6.5. We've only just coming up to the 4 minute mark in qualifying 2. Looks like we've got a spinner up the field. Didn't see who it was. But we're just coming up to the 4 minute mark. Big Dave there. Pat just been disqualified from the session for going the wrong way. So definitely Pat was the one who spun. For you, ladies and gentlemen. Still on board with 4th place. Supra. Is just looking for an improved time on that 1 minute 5.7 as we're approaching the 3 minute mark at the latter stages of qualifying 2. Definitely position changes this time from quali 1 as 5th place Michelin Man took the top spot in Q1. Big Dave's looking very confident here. Oh, Michelin Man takes it again. The qualifying 1. And he's took it in qualifying 2. We're just coming up to the 3 minute mark. Has anybody got anything left to do anything about to take that top spot away there from Michelin Man and take qualifying 2 in the bag? On board here with 8th place Tommy Daly, with just under 3 minutes left in qualifying 2 as things are rotting up for these positions as Tommy Daly looking to improve on that 1 minute 6.4. Oh, we're just under 2 minutes, just coming up to the 2 minute mark. We've got a new pace setter as Decadent takes it there in the Ferrari with a 1 minute 5.3. Tommy Daly, no improved time there from him. It stays in 9th place with a 1 minute 6.4. We're just coming up to the minute mark now in Q2. Decadent there, putting in an astonishing lap with that 1 minute 5.3. Has made token away, Q2 away from Michelin Man. As he comes round the last corner to go over the finish line, and the improved time here from Tommy Daly. Yes, pops himself up to 7th, 1 minute 5.9. Great time there from Tommy Daly with that 1.59. Doesn't really challenge anyone in the top end as Decadent there. There's only 30 seconds left in qualifying 2, ladies and gentlemen, as Decadent looks like he's probably took qualifying 2 with a 1 minute 5.3. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Qualifying 2 is in the bag. The top 3 in qualifying 2 was Big Dave in the Mercedes there with a 1 minute 5.5. Michelin man there, your sitter in qualifying 1 there with a 1 minute 5.3 on the mediums. But the Ferrari man of Decadent takes qualifying 2 with a super soft, with a softs I mean, with a 1 minute 5.3. Great deserved there from Decadent. As stay with us, ladies and gentlemen, as we go into the final session of qualifying. We can Decadent take that spot and get himself on pole position for the Austria Grand Prix. Nine drivers only remain in this qualifier. We qualified 3. 12 minutes in this session, folks. As we wait for drivers to come out of the pits, who's going to take qualifying 3? Stay with us, ladies and gentlemen. As qualifying 1 there, we have Michelin man, he was the pace sitter with Decadent there, taking Q2 in the bag. Who's going to take Q3 as we wait for drivers to form out. We have one person out here, Michelin man, on his out lap. We'll stay with him as we're into the last qualifier before the Austria Grand Prix starts. On the soft compound here is Michelin man. The last 2 Grand Prix winner here, Michelin man. Very great drives the last 2 times out. Looking like a big favourite to probably win round Austria. Start of his out lap, meaning his hot lap now. He's Michelin man. We will stay on board with him. The Red Bull driver here, who took Q1. See what time he can produce. Approaches the start finish line, DRS open, Michelin man, 1 minute 4.6. There you go, ladies and gentlemen, your fastest man in Q3 at the moment is Michelin man. Great lap time there on them soft compound tyres. Is anybody going to be able to outpace that Red Bull driver? He's been great all weekend, looking to take this Austria Grand Prix and make it 3 in a row for that Red Bull driver. That's coming now, man, there with a 1.52, Decadent there, your Q2 pace sitter there with a 1 minute 5.6. entering the pits. Definitely should be satisfied with that 1 minute 4.6 at the moment. Just coming up for the 8-minute mark in P3. Is anybody going to be able to outpace that Red Bull and take Michelin Man's 1 minute 4.6 away from him? On board here with Supra, no time as such yet in the Williams. They can go to the start finish line. Supra 6, 1 minute 6 flat. He puts the Williams into 6th place. We're still on board here with a Ferrari man of Kia. Oh, slight jerk there from the Ferrari man. Hope it's not lost any of his composure as he's looking to produce a time around there in Q3 with just 7 minutes to go in qualifying 3 around the Austria Grand Prix. The Michelin Man's the pace setter at the minute with that 1 minute 4.6. The Ferrari man of Kia coming back into the pits. Definitely must have wobbled in when he had that bit of shake. As we'll stay on board here with Kimi Räikkönen looking to improve on that 1 minute 5 bar. He's currently in 5th. Just out with the 6 minute mark. Ooh, bit his right hand wheels on the grass there. Five and a half minutes left in this qualifying 3, folks, as we stay on board here with Kimi Räikkönen. As no, he suffers and comes back into the pit, going through time there for Kimi Räikkönen. On board here with no time as such, Tommy Daly, as he's looking to get a time posted on that leaderboard. Tommy Daly gets himself up to 2nd with a 1 minute 5 flat. Definitely a great drive there from the Williams man. We've only 4 minutes coming up left of this qualifying 3. His Michelin man started off all his competition and kept himself that 1st place as he's looking to get himself on pole for the start of the Austria Grand Prix. On board here with a Ferrari of Decadent. Qualifying 2, pace setter there, Decadent in 5th place at the minute with that 1 minute 5.4. Is there going to be any improved time and get himself into the top stages of the grid and start the Austria Grand Prix in a comfortable position. Over the start-finish line, he goes with DRS open. Just a position there from Decadent as he puts himself up to 4th place. And over the start-finish line here, Supra. I don't think there's any improved there from Supra, as he's currently in 8th. Just coming up to the 2-minute mark, left in qualifying 3. The pace setter at the minute is definitely the Michelin man there with a 1 minute 4.6. Tommy Daly second, 1 minute 5 flat. Manny is 1 minute 5.2 and is top 3. Going into the 2-minute mark in qualifying 3. Going through there from Supra as he enters the pit, looking like that 9th spot is his. Just coming up to the minute mark here. Michelin man is out on his hot lap, on his out lap I should say. Is he going to improve on any more of that time? As Keogh takes a little bit out of him there with a 1 minute 4.6.81. Just 4/10 in it there, ladies and gentlemen. We're definitely under the minute mark now in qualifying 3. Stay on board here with the Red Bull driver of Michelin man, looking to improve with just under 40 seconds left in qualifying 3. Half a minute left with DRS open here from the Michelin man and that Red Bull. Any improved time? Coming round the last corner here is Michelin man going over the start, coming round to the start finish line. Is there going to be an improved time? Yes, there is. Michelin man pulls in a 1 minute 4.4. Looks like he's took qualifying 3 and gets himself on pole for tomorrow's Austria Grand Prix. Michelin man, your 2 times winners of the last 2 Grand Prix, is taking pole position here. Has Keogh got anything here to do anything about it? He does! Keogh has took it! With a 1 minute 4.1. Keogh in the Ferrari has just took it away from Michelin man. Michelin man looked like he had it in the bag, but the Ferrari responded superbly and he's took it. He's took qualifying away from Michelin man, and the Ferrari driver goes into the Austria Grand Prix in pole. Fantastic there from Keogh as he's took the qualifier and gets himself on pole with a 1 minute 4.1 there. Unlucky there from Michelin man, looked like he had it in the bag, but there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Qualifying 3 is over as Keogh takes you into the Austria Grand Prix as your pole sitter. great drives from everyone there. So as we enter the start of the Austria Grand Prix there, Keogh taking away from Michelin Man with that astonishing 104.1. Looks like it's going to be a very interesting race between the Ferrari and the Red Bull driver, as Michelin Man is your 2 times last time out Grand Prix winner. Ah. Yeah. Hey. Wow, lad. Right. Right, folks, welcome back. as we start the formation lap. There's your race sitter, Keogh. Mitchell in second there, Manick in third, as they all in the formation lap and warm up these tyres. So as they form themselves for this 71 lap around the Austria Grand Prix, all that I'm going to say is very good luck to these drivers. Here we go, folks, as we wait for the lights. Here we go, 4 red lights. Go, 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 go! As we start now, Keogh beaming out, holding off the position. Oh, swing a bit across there. As Manick goes a bit wide. Keogh beaming there, looks like he's around the first corner. Michelin Man still second, but Manick's all over him. Niggly positions there as drivers come off the track. Keogh there gets himself composed around the first few corners and pulled himself an half-second gap over Michelin Man. Manick in third. Super 4th, Dave, Big Life in 6, Matthew 7th, Big Dave 8th, Horse 9th, and Tommy Daly rounds up the position in 10th. There'll be some very, very, very fast laps coming here as Keogh there pulling in a 1:12, the fastest man on the circuit yet. Michelin Man's closing down this gap. The 2 times winner around the last 2 circuits, very confident there is Michelin Man, as Keogh is looking for some signs of improvement to get the remainder of these tracks what are left, some confidence as he looks to take the victory around Austria. Looks like these two have pulled a little bit of a gap, Keogh here and Michelin Man. As we're in the early stages of this Austria Grand Prix. Michelin Man there, just 3 tenths down. And Michelin Man there, fastest guy on the track in that Red Bull with a 1:09.6. Definitely closing the gap over that Ferrari man. Both on these medium compounds. Michelin Man trying to have a go here. Is he got enough to do it here? Michelin Man. And he does. Michelin Man. Oh, Keogh's having to go back. the side by side, the Red Bull and the Ferrari, but the Michelin Man is his DRS Open. Side by side, the touch a bit. Michelin Man and Keogh there touching a bit as we switching positions there. Keogh tries to have a go back. Has to brake a little bit there. Definitely ding dong here in these 3 laps of the Austria Grand Prix as the Ferrari man and the Red Bull driver kissed each other. Confirmed by the stewards that Austria has been put in a 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings. The 9th place driver there picking up a time penalty. Just 2 attempts in it. Side by side, Diaz, the Red Bull guy of Michelin Man with a Ferrari man of Keogh, who have pulled up a substantial gap there to 3rd place of Supra. Keogh having another do down on the left hand side. Michelin Man doesn't let him go through, but they are definitely side by side here. Keogh, Michelin Man, Keogh, Michelin Man. Ding dong here, side by side as they're going round into the thing there as Keogh. Michelin Man gets himself back into 1st, just 1/10 minute here as we're coming up to the 5th lap of this Austria Grand Prix. Definitely great viewing here, folks, as Michelin Man and Keogh, the Red Bull and the Ferrari driver respectively, as the Ferrari man has his DRS Open. Don't think he's got enough to take him here. Great battle here from the Ferrari man and the Red Bull as Michelin Man, the 2 times winner around the last 2 circuits, but Keogh's having another go back. Doesn't have enough there to take the Red Bull driver. Looks on the inside of him, DRS Open. By side here, Keogh looking for a go in then. Backs off. And battle here from the Austria Grand Prix. Michelin Man and Keogh. The RS Open there for Keogh. He's looking to close down that gap of the Michelin Man. It will not happen round there. Pulling away a bit there is Keogh now. Just over 7 to front. Into the pits we've got Austin, Kimi Raikkonen. Not sure what's happened there, folks, as the 2 drivers probably struggling. We can't stay away from this battle, ladies and gentlemen, as the Ferrari man of Keogh, the Red Bull of Michelin Man, as they're approaching the 7th lap in this 71 lap around the Austria Grand Prix, as Michelin Man there pulls in a 1 minute 9.4, as the pace is definitely increasing here, as Michelin Man's looking to pull away that 6/10 gap of the Ferrari man. inside there from the race leader, Michelin man, as Theo tries to capitalise on his mistake with opening DRS. I don't think he'll have enough to take him through at the start-finish straight. Michelin man probably shaking in the helmet as his car juddered to the right hand side. Whoa! The Ferrari man has hit him. The Ferrari man has hit Michelin man, the race leader. No real big contact there as to get away with it. But definitely there, the Ferrari man must be thinking he's got away with that, as stewards may have looked into that incident. It could have caused bigger problems there for the two drivers of Michelin man and then Theo. Theo came into that a bit too late. Now with the race leader there, pulling away with that 1.3 second gap. Just a few turns ago, the Ferrari Manic's in. Manic from the street just informed me that Manic has pulled a 3 second time penalty for multiple warnings. The fifth place driver getting a warning there from the stewards. 1.6 seconds the gap now is the race leader as we are approaching the 10th lap of the second one lap around Austria. As Michelin man probably thinking he's lucky that he's still in the race with the Ferrari driver Theo, as Theo hit the side of him. Lap now, running this Austrian Grand Prix, just 61 laps to go. With the race in there, Michelin man, over nearly 5 seconds the gap now, losing Doctor's Teeth. Theo is in the pits. So there's definitely something going on there with the Ferrari man, as he's fitting himself all the way back down into 11. Up to second place, Big Dave third, Manic fourth, fifth is Matthew, sixth Big Dave, seventh is Neil, eighth Bubba D3, ninth is Pat Pat, and tearing up the rear in 10th there is Stefan. It's been informed that Big Dave's just moving his 3 second time penalty for multiple warnings from the stewards. Trying to increase this 5 second gap, 10 laps into this race. Michelin man looking very confident here, as the 2 times winner of the last Grand Prix picked up some very great wins along the way. This guy in the Red Bull has just been teeming with confidence and shown why he deserves to be a Red Bull driver. Back there, the stewards have been 4 days, just picked up a 3 second time penalty, multiple warnings. See if there's any battles along the way. Yes, we have Matthew there and Manic in 4th and 5th respectively. Matthew's looking to out-jump Manic and take that 4th spot away from him. Stay on board with this battle. Matthew's closing that gap considerably from Manic. Matthew there running a bit wide as as his DRS is open, looking for a chance to take Manit's 4th spot away from him in this 12th lap of the 71 lapper, as the stewards have just informed that Decadent pulling himself a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the Ferrari man of Q pulling in the fastest lap with a 1 minute 9.5. Pat there, and Decadent's definitely in that fight as well, the 10th place driver, looking to improve on his position, as Theo, who was in the pits not so long back, comes back out in 11th, looking to regain them positions. He currently lost not so long back in the lap, living with the race sitter there, Victory Man. The back end there of Decadent, he's put himself up to 9th. The soft tyre there is Decadent, looking for a go. Big Dave again, pulling himself a 3-second time penalty. Stewards have just confirmed. Stewards have informed that Matthew has just pulled in a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Definitely drivers are struggling there, and Super there. Another stewards inquiry there from the multiple warnings of Super for 3 seconds. As Decadent runs it very wide there, going off the track. Opens his DRS, trying to have a look at it from Pat. He's currently in 8th. As another go at him with DRS open, we'll stay on board here with Decadent as he's trying to overtake Pat. Was up on the inside of him, dead as Decadent. Has he got enough to do it? Side by side, Diano. And then Mogadishu is in the thick of the action as well. Free race battle here. And Decadent does pull that 8th position away from Pat. As Mother Goose was trying to take away Pat. Side by side here. In the arse of Mother Goosery. Just runs it a bit wide onto the gravel. Just loses that momentum a bit there, the arse driver of Mother Goosery. As Decadent's definitely the favoured driver out of the lot of them as he pulls himself up to 8th place. And 15 laps gone in the Austria Grand Prix. Back to your race leader, Michelin Man. 7.3 seconds the gap from second place Supra. Fortunately there we have lost Keogh out of the Austria Grand Prix with only 15 laps gone. The Ferrari man is out of the Austria Grand Prix. Michelin Man's probably biggest threat this season is out of the Austria Grand Prix, as we lose Tommy Daly as well out of the Austria Grand Prix. Down 2 drivers, only in the 15th lap, coming into the 16th now with your race sitter there, Michelin Man. So the only 14 drivers remain out of this 71 lapper around Spielberg, Austria, as Big Dave pulls himself another 3-second time penalty, and Mother Goose respectively picking up 3-second time penalties. talk up there from the racer. Michelin man. Looking very confident at the minute with over coming up for 8 seconds in front over Supra. Manic there, tearing up that rear in third. Big Dave, not too far off him, looking for that podium slot to get himself up to third place. Demon Racer there, putting in a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Big Dave there running a little bit wide. 17 flat. And Neil there pulling in a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Load of drivers there are pulling in warnings for some reasons. Into the pits there is 8th place Decadent. See what strategy he's going to go up to. The Fireman looks like he's coming in. Looks like he's gone back onto the medium tyre there. See where Decadent can end up out in and resume his race. Down in 13th position at the minute is Decadent, looking to resume his race in this Austria Grand Prix and puts himself back into the race at 13th. Over 9 seconds the gap now is your race leader Michelin man. 18 laps gone in the 71 lapper at the Austria Grand Prix. Second is Supra, third Manic. Matthew jumps to 4th. Big Dave enters the pits. He's currently gone down his thing gear. See what strategy Big Dave will go on. Definitely opted for those soft tyres. Big Dave resumes his race in 12th. Can he climb back up that leaderboard and get himself in the points? Looking very, very close there as Matthew opts himself into 3rd spot, looking for that podium finish. Not too far behind there is Manic closing that gap in the Renault there of Manic, trying to close the McLaren driver, or Mercedes, whatever I should say, of Matthew, who's having a fantastic afternoon here round Austria. Laps into this 71 grueling lap around Austria. Still your race leader there, Michelin man, pulling substantial times out of the second place Supra. Over 12 seconds the gap now as Michelin man is pulling away. As we're back here though with Manic trying to have a go at Matthew side by side. Manic, yes, Manic up to 3rd. Matthew though, trying to have a go back at him, who's definitely on the finger, softer tyre. Horse pulling there, a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Manic there, sorry I should say, up to the podium spot, taken away from Matthew there. Manic there on the medium compound tyre. Showing that the medium tyres are not too bad around this circuit. To the pits, we've got Devil there, who's currently in 11th. See what strategy is going to be changed to. The 12th place man. Looking for the medium again. It's Devil. He was currently in 12th. See where he can resume his race back into. There you have it, folks. Devil back into the race, into 13th position. Not a great day for Devil there, as he's out the points in this Austria Grand Prix. 22 laps into it, out of 71. As there's your second place man, Supra, looking to close that, nearly coming into the 15 seconds gap of your race leader and 2 times race winner around the last 2 circuits. Michelin man looking for a hat-trick. Bit of a slide there from Supra. As I was saying, Michelin man, yeah, taking them 2 victories around the last 2 circuits, looking for a hat-trick of wins around the Austria Grand Prix. And it there, looking for that podium finish. Very early stages at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. Only 23 laps into it, but Manic's looking comfortable at the moment for that 3rd spot. Into the pits we've got Supra, who was currently in 3rd. For a different strategy there, and knocks himself back onto the mediums. See where he can end up out. Supra back out into 5th place, not too bad there. And Supra is currently in 3rd. Great team effort there, as Supra back into the race in 5th. The gap was very much increased there, as Michelin man now pulling up a 22-second gap nearly. Ladies and gentlemen, as we'll get on board with Neil as he approaches the pit. As he was on the soft tyre change, puts himself back onto them soft tyres. As Neil, he was quite high up on that board. See where he can resume his race. As DJ as well. He's in the pits at the same time. Puts himself back into 8th. Neil up to 8th. But I think Decadent, yes. Decadent takes out position as Neil was leaving the pit. from 10th place. That's to Leland Derbier there. He's in the pace, decadent, able to capitalise and get himself up to 8th spot. And Raikkonen there, all the way from 12th, putting himself up to 7th place and getting himself them few points, them few vital points. As we're approaching, as we're into the 25th lap of this 71 lapper around Austria. I've just been informed by the stewards that Matthew has just pulled in a 3-second time penalty. Like all the rest of the drivers are usually doing multiple warnings. Top 3 at the minute in the 25th lap is all your race leader there coming into the pits. Michelin Man, has he got enough to come back out into first place as he gets on those mediums? Has he done enough in the first stint to keep that first spot and looking very confident at this early stage to take the Austria Grand Prix and make it 3 in a row for the Michelin Man? He does, and still 6 seconds in front after the pit is Michelin Man. Not too far down the road there was Manic, just didn't have enough there to take away that first spot as the Michelin Man in the Red Bull then comes back out and regains his first spot. Race stewards have just confirmed that Kimi Raikkonen there pulling a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Race stewards have just confirmed Pat has just put in a 3-second time penalty as well for multiple warnings. Going on here between Matthew and Horst. Stay on board with these and see if Horst can close that gap from Matthew, who's currently in 4th, Horst in 5th. Horst is opted for those hard tyres as well as he's looking to improve that position and take it away from Matthew. I think Matthew's on the medium compound. Trying to outstay Horst welcome. A little bit of a lock up there from Matthew. That should definitely close that gap from Horst. There you go, the fastest man at the minute on the track on the 28th lap is Michelin Man with a 1:08.7. The Red Bull driver is absolutely flying around the Austria Grand Prix. Looking to take far away from Matthew and get himself on that podium. DRS open again. Don't think he's got enough to do it there. Lock up there from the horse. We've got the back marker of Beaver Racer, who's probably been getting the new flag. Unfortunately, there for Beaver Racer, coming in 4th to the first man. be on board with this battle though. And we're approaching the 30th lap now, and it's 30th lap. And on the Austrian Grand Prix, that's still good. Great race at the first start of this race. Oh, bit of a lock up there for Matthew. Definitely awkward on this position, and he puts himself into third and gets that podium stop for now. Is there any way come back for Matthew here? That's a bit of a jugger there from Matthew, giving that first spot up from Horst. As Matthew opens the DRS. Tries to get that third place back from Horst. It was Matthew's own doing that Horst took that first spot as Matthew took the spot. Yeah, that's open there. Doesn't that have to work any years there, definitely on better compound as the movements. Horses on the hard tyres, but very great races there with Horse on the marks. It's only to that open spot. That's all there again for Matthew, to the start finish line, first lap. 3 seconds time penalty there, the street just confirmed that the warnings. Touchdown from Manny in the medal as he opens up the fourth place. I'm sure Matthew may have something to say about this. As Manny puts himself back up to fourth. A bit of a touchdown off from Manny, not too sure if there's any intentions by that from Manny. Manny's looking to pull those positions back. Maybe get onto that podium spot and take away from Horse. Great three-way battle here between the third, fourth and fifth place driver. As we into the 32nd lap and the 71 green back around the Austrian Grand Prix. We're going on board here with Manny. Definitely looking to take third place away from Horse. That runoff driver is absolutely flying around with this ready. Is this the move that the runoff driver wanted? He's pulled it off. Manny is up in third place. Horse has nothing about that as he is on the outer compound. Looking for a way back here is Horse. So Manny off on those medium tyres without ripping the steer over these hard compounds of Horse. We have 10th place, Kimi Raikkonen. Looking for that tyre strategy. Repositions himself and get himself back into the Austria Grand Prix on the medium tyre, Yachts puts himself into 12th out of the points at the moment. Picked up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, as he did run a bit wide there, as just caught it at the glimpse of my eye. Yeah, that's an open door for the course. Don't think he's got enough there to do anything to trouble man up for that third spot. As into the 35th lap, as we're approaching halfway into this Austrian Grand Prix. Jan Spielberg, the Red Bull driver, the Michelin man, definitely increased that gap now, looking very comfortable at this stage in the 35th lap. Michelin man, the race leader, as Devil's Armpit there. It's just been confirmed that he's got a 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings. Super driver, as we're approaching the halfway mark. He was 71 lapper around Austria. Michelin man, the 2 times winner around the last 2 circuits. His main threat, DNF there by Keogh in the Ferrari. Only about 1/3 of the racing. Keogh decided that he needed to retire that Ferrari. As we're into the halfway now of this 71 lap. Man, 27.8 seconds in front. Red Bull. Super a second, having a fantastic drive there. Manica's up to 3rd, Austin's 4th, Matthew 5th, Neil 6th, Big Dave's in 7th, Decadent 8th, DJ 9th, and running up the reigning 10th to take that point is Mother Goosery. There, Mother Goosery. Inboard over to 12th place. Kimi Raikkonen looking to overtake Pat as he does with his DRS open. Pat's having another go back. Let's get on board with this battle a minute. As Pat is on the soft compound, looking to Bingy again, takes that 11th spot back from Kimi Raikkonen. As it's tit for tat here, as Kimi Raikkonen's back into 11th. We've just been informed by the stewards that Pat is just holding the 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings. as we're on board with the 14th place struggling man, Demon Racer there, still in the race in the 38th lap. Oh, we've just been confirmed that Pat has retired from the Austrian Grand Prix in only the 38th lap, so that's 3 drivers we've lost around the Australian Grand Prix, with just 13 drivers remaining left in this Austria Grand Prix as we're approaching the as we've just approached over the halfway mark around the Austria Grand Prix, as the Michelin man, or the 30 seconds the lead now, as we're going there in the pits with Big Dave. Was currently in 9th, see where he can reposition himself back into the race. I think maybe he loses out a couple of positions there from Big Dave. Still keeps himself back in that points position though, as he's currently in 10th. Big Dave looking for any improvements on that point spot, maybe get himself a couple of extra points. But nevertheless, points there for Big Dave. Bit of a battle going on here with Horst and I think it's Manic, yes. The 2 drivers respectively are having a battle here, looking for that final podium position. At the moment, Manic is currently the 3rd place man. Horst is looking for any capitalisation, any slip-ups from Manic, and that position will be going back to Horst as we're into the 40th lap of the 71 grueling laps around the Austria Grand Prix around Spielberg. The race sitter there, and your first place man, Michelin man, really coming up for 32 seconds in front. Bit by Horst, he's looking for that 3rd position away from Horst and get himself on the podium. Still 31 laps left in this Austria Grand Prix. Yeah, that's something there from Horst, looking to take this 3rd spot away from Manic and get that podium position. Take 4th place away from Manic, just think 10th in it between the 2. As Horst is on the hard compound, Manic's on that medium compound, but Horst doesn't seem to be losing any of that gap away from Manic. Back on board here with the race leader, Manic, looking to take this win around Austria. 34 seconds the gap now as he's in his 42nd lap. The Red Bull driver absolutely storming round Austria, feeling very, very confident inside the helmet. He must be Michelin man as he's coming to the start finish line, approaching his 43rd lap around the 71 lapper around Austria. Unfortunately, we do have another casualty in the Austria Grand Prix as Demon Racer retires his car out of the Austria Grand Prix. With only 12 drivers remaining left in this 71 lap around Austria, Demon Racer definitely out of the Austria Grand Prix. Unfortunate events for the 4 drivers we have lost today. With only 12 left. The race leader there, Michelin man, looking super confident now, sending that Red Bull around these remaining laps with over 35 seconds to gap, which was coming up for his 44th lap now. Michelin man looking super confident. Over second place driver there of Supra, and we've just been informed by the race stewards that Dave J pulling in a 3-second time penalty. The 8th place man not getting away with any of these warnings today, these drivers, as the stewards are looking very, very strict. On board here with the 4th and 3rd place driver. Still nothing between these two drivers as Horse is not letting Manic pull away. Horse is closing that gap. From Manic and trying to get himself that last spot on the podium as his DRS opened, and we've just been confirmed that the second place man of Supra pulling in a 3-second time penalty there for multiple warnings as Horse is closing this gap with that DRS open. We've just been confirmed by the stewards again that Neil has just pulled in a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. There's been lots of warnings in this Austrian Grand Prix, 45 laps into it, as drivers are struggling to try and still keep these cars on the track, as Horse definitely up Manic's tail here, looking for that final spot on that podium. Go. Into the pits there, sorry ladies and gentlemen. Horst, who were currently, I think was 5th, has put himself back down into 8th place as he entered the pits, but comes out comfortably back into 8th. Looking to continue his Austria Grand Prix as we're in the 47th lap here, ladies and gentlemen. As I'm trying to get one of the drivers to come into the commentary box so we can have a bit of a chat with him. Human racer there, but it doesn't look like the driver wants anything to do with anything of his performance. There you go, 48th lap into the race. We've got a new fastest lap from the Michelin man with a 1 minute 8.3. Great lap time there from the Red Bull driver as he's nearly 40 seconds in front as we're entering the latter stages of this Austria Grand Prix. Michelin man is absolutely putting the pedal to the metal. There you have it, 40 seconds in front over the second place man of Supra, who's trailing there from 3rd place is Manic. Matthew 4, Neil 5th, Decadent 6th, Horse is 7th, Dave 8th, Big Dave 9th, and tearing up that last spot for that point position there is Kimi Räikkönen. We've lost 4 drivers unfortunately out of this Austria Grand Prix. We've lost Steeman, Pat, Tommy Daly and Keogh. The biggest shot there was Keogh, the Ferrari man, looking to improve and take away that Michelin man's 2 circuit win streak away from him, but unfortunately, due to technical issues, Keogh had to retire his car. There we go into the 50th lap of the Austria Grand Prix. Michelin man there, we've only 21 laps remaining of the 71 grueling lap around Austria. Over 41.3 seconds, Michelin man in that Red Bull. He's pulling stride by stride as he's tearing up the rest of these laps, trying to pull away from even Supra. That 41 second gap into a more bigger gap and take this Austria Grand Prix and make it 3 in a row for Michelin man as he's coming towards the start finish line with Supra looking onto his 50th lap there, over 42 seconds behind the race leader there, Michelin man. Great drive nevertheless there though by Supra. He's putting in a sparkling display, looking to get that second spot. And then you go, there's the 3rd place man of Manic. Trying to get that last podium spot. Confirmed there by the steering that section is the second time penalty. Multiple warnings. The 5th place man picking up a 3-second time penalty there in the Ferrari. this a position battle going on here between Neil and Big Dave? It looks like it, as we're on board here with Big Dave, DRS open. Don't think this move will happen here. Big Dave does a big lock up there. They're just looking to take that 8th spot away from Neil and get them a couple of extra points that this driver fully deserves. All over his back end he is here, Big Dave. Neil must be wondering what he can do to scrap off this bike from Big Dave. As Big Dave looking to open DRS, may take him around this start-finish straight. Does that happen here, ladies and gentlemen? Sternberg with this battle as we're looking for the movement from Big Dave over Neil and looking to take that 7th spot away from him. Goes on to the inside of him. Big Dave's looking very confident for that position change. Yes, he has. Up to 7th place, but there you go. Is Big Dave. Does Neil get anything left back to take that spot away back from Big Dave, as we'll get on board with him, as he doesn't? And then we've just been informed by the stewards that Mother Goose will put in the 3-second time penalty there for multiple warnings as we're into the 56nd lap of this 71 lapper. 44-second gap over there it is from the race leader of Michelin Man. 2 for a second there, trying to close any gap away from Michelin Man, but I don't think there's any finger from Michelin Man that is going to be any mistakes there as we're into the pits there with Matthew Everton coming back out on the softs. Currently in 6th place he is there. Matthew, is he going to stay in 6th as he comes out? Yes. No position change there from Matthew, I don't think, as he opts himself back into 6th. I think the 2 teammates there, Matthew and Big Dave. In the Mercedes there, 6th and 7th of Matthew and Big Dave. And Big Dave got enough to take his teammate and get that 5th spot away from him. We've only we're thinning out these laps as we're approaching the latter end of this Austria Grand Prix. unfortunately we had a few technical issues there. I am back. Let's see where we're at. Yes, still your race leader there is Michelin Man, as we're into the 56th lap of the 71 laps. It looks like the gap has been closed down. It looks like Michelin Man may have come into the pits as he's on them softs. 28 seconds the gap still, as Manic has pulled in the fastest lap. The 4th place driver there with a 1:07. Looks like Manic has turned up a bit of pace as he pulls in that fastest lap. Oh, as I'm saying that, Michelin Man responds with a 1:07 himself. The 1st place driver over nearly 30 seconds in front. It looks like as we're coming into the finger now, these last stages, Michelin Man has kind of had it his own way all day, as no one's really been able to threaten the guy in that Red Bull. Coming over towards the start-finish line and going into his 58th lap is the race leader, Michelin Man, over 30 seconds the gap over Supra. You've got your 3rd place guy, Horst, Manic's there in 4th place. As we're down to 11 drivers now, as Devil has disqualified, DNF'd from the race, I should say. We've only 11 drivers left. As we're in the pits here with 10th place Kimi Räikkönen. See what kind of strategy he's going for. So Kimi Räikkönen there, I think he was in 10th, just been took over there by Mother Goosery. Comes back out on the soft tyre. Can Kimi Räikkönen get himself back that 10th spot and pick up that final point position, as there's only 11 drivers left in this 71 lap around the Austria Grand Prix, around Spielberg. 5 drivers have already DNF'd out of the race, as Michelin Man pulls in a new fast lap there with a 1:06.5. The Red Bull driver is absolutely flying around this track today. As we're approaching these last stages, as Stu's just confirmed that Big Dave has just pulled in another 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, as we will get back on board with the race leader, the fastest man on the track at the moment, Michelin Man there on those softs, looking to improve that time away from Supra, who's trying to catch up in the 2nd spot with Horst in 3rd. Watching the start-finish straight here, Michelin Man's going to be onto his 60th lap. 11 laps remaining, ladies and gentlemen, in this 71 lap grueling Austria Grand Prix, as he's at 44.4 seconds in front there, as we'll have a rundown. We've only 11 laps to go. You've got your Michelin Man there, your race leader in 1st, 2nd place is Supra, 3rd place Horst, 4th place Manic, 5th place is Matthew, 6th is Decadent, 7th place Big Dave, Neil's in 8th, 9th place Dave J, 10th place Mother Goosery, 11th place Kimi Räikkönen, who has just put in the 3-second time penalty warnings, who's currently out of that point spot now, as Mother Goosery is clearing that 1 point there in the arse, I should say. Is there anywhere that Kimi Raikkonen can get that 10th spot back from Mother Goosery and get that point he might so dearly need as we're approaching these 10 laps left in this 71 lapper around Austria. So we've just 10 laps to go as we're approaching the latter end of the Austria Grand Prix. There's your race leader, Michelin Man, over 36 seconds the gap over Supra. Suprador, fantastic drive there in second spot with Horst, who has looks like he's took Manic. Yes, position change as Horst is up to third and takes that final podium position with only 9 laps to go. Has Horst got enough there to keep that third spot and get himself on that podium? Looks like there's been a position change there from Dave J. As he's moving himself up into 8th place over Big Dave. Can Big Dave take that 8th place away from thingy, as we're on board here with Dave J looking to take 7th spot away from Neil, and he has. Dave J up to 7th. Dave J is absolutely flying as we're approaching these latter ends of these laps. Dave J up into 7th. Big Dave's trying to have a do at Neil here, looking on the outside. Has Big Dave done enough? Yes. Few glitches there as Neil takes a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So Big Dave up into 8th spot, taking that position away from Neil, who was after suffering himself down into 9. Mother Goosery there has been taken over by Kimi Raikkonen. Kimi Raikkonen takes that 10th spot at that point away from Mother Goosery, but Mother Goosery will not let that point slip away from him and try and close this gap back, what has just been took away from him by Kimi Raikkonen in these last stages around the Austrian Grand Prix, as he might have a do. Oh, bit of a touch there from the arse driver of Mother Goosery. It looks like he's lost a little bit of a wing on the right hand side. We're only coming into the last I can't get the words out, sorry about this, ladies and gentlemen. We've only 6 laps to go. There's your race leader, Michelin Man, looking confident now as he approaches the 40-second gap over Super there. With only 6 laps to go. The Red Bull driver must be feeling very, very confident now as he's taking. Oh, which has been confirmed by the stewards that nearly took a 5-second penalty for multiple warnings. Ah, that hit me. The Red Bull driver, he must be absolutely ecstatic inside that helmet as these laps are thinning out now. Over 40 seconds the gap as he approaches the start-finish line and goes on to his 66th lap. With only 5 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen, in this 71 lap Austria Grand Prix. Yeah, Michelin man closing these laps out now. I'm looking very confident to take this win and make it 3 in a row. From the race leader, who was Michelin man. I think he's going to probably be settled for second place today, ladies and gentlemen, and get himself on that podium. Great drive nevertheless by Supra. And maybe Austin Manic there, looking for that final podium position. Not too much in it there between Manic and the horse, as Manic's looking to close that gap and take that 3rd place away from Horst as he is on them soft tyres, with Horst on the medium. So this gap might get closed there, ladies and gentlemen, as Manic's looking for that final podium position. He will stay on board with this battle as Horst, as Manic looks to close that 3rd place position and get them vital points and that podium spot. Bit wide there from Manic, sorry, as we're into the 67th lap of the 71 lapper. As Manic are looking to close this gap with very minimum laps to go in the Austria Grand Prix, and we're approaching definitely the final stages of this Austria Grand Prix. We've only 3 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, I can't count. With Manic closing this gap away from Horse on these soft tyres. Does he have enough with just his remaining laps to take that final podium position? Let's stay on board here with the Renault man. And that marker there up on the booster. It looks like the Earth's coming to the 10th place now on the booster as well. Looking for that point as we stay on board here with Manic, who wants to close this gap on Horse and get his final points away and got himself onto that podium. Horse got enough left with 2 laps remaining. Mr. Away Manic as he increases this gap and tries to capitalise on getting that 3rd spot away from Horse. nothing left in this Renault car to do anything to challenge horse. With just one lap remaining of this 71 lapper around the Austria Grand Prix, with Manny on board here in the Renault, trying to close this gap and take that first spot away from the horse. Has horse done enough to keep that first spot and get himself onto the podium and get those victory reserve points? On the medium compound is horse though. Soft is Manic, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to capitalise with just one lap remaining. As we'll get on board with the race leader, as we're approaching this penultimate lap, very fantastic drive from the Michelin man today in that Red Bull. Nearly 50 seconds to gap, folks. As we approach the start finish line with the Michelin man over 49.5 seconds in front onto his final lap, he goes the Red Bull driver. Turn one done. Super driver from that Red Bull driver. There's a Michelin man. Got to be absolutely gratitude inside himself as he comes round to the final lap of this 71 lapper. Over 50.5 seconds to gap now. Michelin man not looking to ease off this gas. And we're approaching the last few corners now, ladies and gentlemen. Stay on board here with Michelin man as he's going to take the Austria Grand Prix and make it 3 in a row. As Michelin man comes to the start finish line, as he goes over to the thing, and Michelin man takes the Austria Grand Prix. Fantastic drive there from the Red Bull driver. 71 grueling laps. He had enough with his finger to take the victory and take away any kind of threat that any driver had around there today. Congratulations to Michelin man, as in the Red Bull, he's waving to his fans and spectators. The Red Bull driver must be absolutely ecstatic to take the victory around Austria and make it 3 in a row for Michelin man as we're into the Christmas break. On board there with Super now as he approaches his final corner. Fantastic drive there for the second place man. And there you have it, folks. Second place for Horse Super. Horse did have enough there to take that third and get himself on the podium. And rookie there from Horse. Oh, what's happened there? And there you go, ladies and gentlemen, the Austria Grand Prix is complete. Your race winner there. There you have it. There's your race winner there of Michelin man taking that trophy and up to himself on the podium as the champagne gets sprayed all over now. There you have it, Michelin man, Supra and Horst. Very great drive from them 3 drivers today. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to Michelin man in that Red Bull, taking away a fantastic victory around the Austria Grand Prix. Second place Supra, third place Manic, and there's your grid for the Austria Grand Prix. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, we are into the Christmas break. All that I can say from commentating Brian Johnson is have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. stop that now.